Welcome to Modern Day Woman. This is Teresa Holly Howard, and as always, we have another great author to speak to you, another one to inspire you, another one whose book you're going to have. It comes out February 10th. I'm so glad to have you on the show. Introduce yourself to us and tell us about that fabulous book that's coming out on the 10th.
Hello, my name is MJ, and my book is Speechless Nostalgic Bliss. It's a poetry book. It's about a female and just going through certain issues in relationships. It's actually a part of a series. And I have had a head drawn with a lot of different things. I want to be open and transparent ultimately. So each series will touch on some of the items in her head. And this one in particular is about her love life.
I think that's so great. I love the drawing and the cover of the book. It is just eye-popping. It really catches you. It really draws you in. I know it is beautiful. I cannot wait for it to come out on Amazon and for everybody to get their copy. Tell us a little bit about the poetry. Do you have something in there you could read to us?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have a short one I can read. Well, everything that I've written, it's just been over a period of time, probably about 15 years. And I was able to manage to form them into a story. So I'm going to read a very short one. It's called Toxic. Thoughts of your touch alone strikes the match that lights the fire. Suffocating from thick smoke, I gasp for one more kiss.
That's pretty powerful. And coming out at Valentine's Day is going to be a great gift for somebody. So that's a wonderful time for it to come out. And when do you plan for the next one? Have you got plans for the next one to come out in the series?
I'm already working on the next one, and that's Uneasy.
Oh, wow.
So I'm right now in the formatting process for that one.
That's going to be great. And what is the second one going to touch on? I know the first one is her love life.
Well, yes. If you look on the cover, there's various things that she's been through a lot in her life. And as the series continue to come out, you'll start seeing her body, and you'll start seeing some of these objects disappear and new things, of course, because we take things out of our head and other things enter. But it's going to touch a lot on her loss. A lot of things have happened with work and in career, children, things of that nature, things she's experienced from other people. So sort of relationships, but a continuance with the other items.
That's going to be really great because, as women, we have all those things in our head, and they're all, they stick in there. And as we process one or move one out, something else is always taking its place. We always have 7 to 8 things juggling at one time. And so that's why I really like the series. I think it's going to be a great, powerful thing for women. And I like the poetry. Poetry is an easy read. It really touches the heart and the soul. And it really just makes it speaks volumes to you when you read someone's poetry. It really gives you an insight into them.
Yes, definitely. I want her to eventually be transparent. I want you to be able to see her whole body in the end, which each book she's going to come out and form a little more. I want to be open because I think a lot of times, like, men think that we don't feel certain things. I want to be a voice for women. I want to let them know we do feel these things. We do feel this way. So I just want to speak for all women and hopefully relate to them and allow them to be able to be more vocal.
Yes, and I think a lot of times that's a problem with women. We feel those things and we have those feelings and thoughts and all, but we seem to take them internal. We don't express them. We don't let them out. We don't let someone else know what we're feeling. If we're hurt, if we were bruised, if what they said affected us or how they treating us affected us, we just take it internal and continue to pile on to the things in our head, actually, instead of putting it out external and having a voice for that. And so I think there's a lot of women who are voiceless.
Absolutely. I'm one of those women. And so now with being able to do this, it's kind of sort of therapy for me. It's allowed me to be able to let a lot of these feelings out. And in turn, I feel better. Each time I write one, I'm letting a little bit out. So it makes me feel a whole lot better.
I think that's so true. Writing is so therapeutic for us. And it's also therapeutic for the person who reads our words, who will find she's not alone, that she's not the only one who felt that way, had those feelings, those thoughts, those images come through her mind. And so that's why I think it's so important that we get our books out there. Tell us why you decided to write about her and to have transparency.
Well, I've actually been writing for a long time, but each time I've encountered things, I've always put it on paper. And I'm like, I need to put this in a book. I need to get this out there. I need to let other women know that they feel like someone else feels the same thing. So I just wanted to get my point across, because we have a lot of friends and we have couples and we debate back and forth. And then, some men will be like, no, that's just you. So I want to prove to the world that it's not just me. A lot of women feel the same things that I feel. I mean, with this one, with Nostalgic Bliss, it's erotic. So some men seem to think that we don't desire sex as much as guys. And I'm like, well, me, I think about it all day, every day. I'm not a creep or a perv or anything, but we do have the same desires that you do.
I think that's so true. I think women have the same sexuality needs and desires as men. We probably don't express them as much, and we're maybe not as out there with them, but we still have those needs and we still have those desires. That's why I like the book. I really think that, especially coming out at Valentine's Day, the love holiday. And so we need to know, men need to understand that women have these thoughts, these visions, these dreams, these desires, just as much as they do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point exact. I mean, we go through things in relationships and they need to know how we feel.
And I think that's so true. And sometimes, like you said, they say that you're the only one. That's how women feel sometimes. So they don't voice it. They don't say anything. They stay silent because they don't want to be the minority. They don't want to be the only person speaking up or the only person asking for something more in a relationship or asking for something more in a love relationship. So, that's one thing that really being that voice for them and being able to speak out for them and helping them to be more transparent. That's a great privilege. That's a great place to be at as an author.
Absolutely. I'm extremely happy to be able to have this project.
And we are so glad to have you on the show and to speak out. Tell us a little bit more about you personally. Where are you from? Where can they reach out to you if they want to have you come and do a book signing, bring the books? This book is perfect for any women's group or anything like that, so reach out, tell them how they can reach out to you. And a men's group too, because then you'll know how women are feeling.
Yes, I'll embark upon a lot of subjects that men will find also attractive. Me, I'm married. I have 3 kids. I live in Atlanta right now. I can be reached at the Arthur MJ on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And my email as well is thearthurmj@gmail.com. And my website is thearthurmj.com. So I can be reached in all those avenues.
And anytime they want to reach you, you'll be willing to come and do book signings, maybe talk about the book, maybe bring it to libraries, or even, like I said, even couples classes. It would be great for.
Yeah. It's definitely a good discussion. I mean, for any book club, for any couple itself, because a lot of, in the next one, there's more things that men can relate to, but this is something, they would want to know these things also, because it gives a man's perspective. I not only give my perspective in here, I also give a man's perspective of what they told me. So it's kind of good for everyone.
I think that's so true, and I think that once you open those gates for conversation and all, it builds a relationship stronger, and it helps us in all aspects. Our relationships, not only in just that man-woman relationship, but as our friends relationship, as we mentor the next generation and all. If we're open and transparent with our thoughts and our feelings, it's just a much stronger bond.
Oh, definitely. I believe in communication and being true and real. In my own personal relationship, in my marriage, I'm completely honest about everything. And I think that's why we've been together now 13 years. So I try to be honest about everything, regardless of what it is, how I feel, what the way I'm feeling about someone else, whatever it may be, the best way I saw this work. Like, this is my second marriage. This has worked better. Being completely honest and transparent.
I think that's so true. And I think that works in friendships too, just to be open and transparent with your feelings. You know, if you're hurt, speak up and let them know. Don't just hold it in. Let's put the book up again so everybody can see it. It will be on Amazon February 10th. We will put all the links on all of our pages so you can help her go to bestseller. I know it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous book. We'll have the podcast up for you to listen to and the video up. And the video will also be shared on her personal Facebook page for the book, so y'all will be able to see it all there. And I know that this is going to be a great, great best-selling book, and you're going to want her to come and speak to you at your events. So y'all reach out to her. Thank you, Menecia, for being on the show. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank y'all for joining us on Modern Day Woman. Once again, we brought you a wonderful author. I know you're going to want her book, so I'll make sure that you have all the links on every one of our pages so that you can get it on the 10th. And you're going to want to also get the hard copy because you're going to probably want to take some notes in it. So y'all have a fabulous day. Join us back here next week as we once again bring you another fabulous woman doing her thing and showing you how you can do yours. Y'all have a great day.